Hi everybody and welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets. We'll be looking at the Ethereum chart, looking at the Bitcoin chart and why they are posting signals right now to buy. They're posting extremely bullish signals just now. I'm going to show you that in a second. We'll also go over some news stories. First of all, I want to thank everybody in the free group who's joined the free group. Welcome to all the new members in the free group. Brilliant to have you here. But also welcome to the new members of the premium group. The premium group, if you don't know, with all the 10-minute spotlights that I do, you've seen 5 or 6 already. The premium group will get those first, as well as all the calls as well. So I want to show you the calls just now before we start this. So this is for February. We've got an average gain per call of 27.63%. We've got an average drawdown per call of 3.17%. The average drawdown is the price between the call price and the lowest price within a space of 10 days. And the highest price is going to be between the call price and the highest price within that 10 days as well. So you can see here we've got some good calls on here. Kava 26%, Cost 39%, RCN 57%, Chiles is up 95%. We had AGI up 53%, Data 18%, Key 14%, Neo 23%. And a lot of these calls are still in play. I'm going to show you the latest ones, but a lot of these calls are still in play just now. As well as that, you're going to get the 10-minute spotlights before anybody else. I announced yesterday what the 10-minute spotlights were going to be, and about 9-10 hours later, I kind of produced a video for Chromia. Chromia has already gone up by about 10% since I posted it yesterday. Not because I posted it, but since it went up. Also done a 10-minute spotlight on Constellation, which is starting to go up today. Uptrend is already up 300%. Coty is already up 100%. Ethereum, since I kind of done a 10-minute spotlight on it, it was up about 70% as well. So you'll get the 10-minute spotlights as well, and apply to do more of those. Another 2 this week. If we've got time to do those, so there'll be another 2 spotlights coming up for this week on the channel, but if you're in the premium group you'll get those as well. So that's everything you're going to get in the premium group if you join, so we'd love to have you there. And also, if you like these videos, remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and hit the like on the way out, and I would love to hear your comments down below this video. Okay, let's crack on and see what's happening in the marketplace just now. We have an overall market capitalization is just coming up just now of $286 billion at the moment. You can see Bitcoin dominance has gone down slightly to 62.2%. And we'll just see who the winners and losers are. We've got Bitcoin price of 9,784. Right, winners are Decentraland, 21%, Enjin coin up 20%, Sia coin 20%, Golem, Elf, Bitcoin Diamond, Kyber Network, Bitcoin SV, Aeon, V Systems, Motorcoin, all in double-digit greens. There's quite a few in double-digit greens since the Bitcoin price has gone up as well. Who's the losers? We have Wax, Ren, Terra, Monero, Sealy, Lisk, MCO, not by that much at all. We've only got about 12% in the red, but just slightly in the red, so not by that much at all. I've got about 88% in the green. Okay, let's go over to the Bitcoin chart just now. This circle here shows us we are crossing over. We've got a golden cross here for the 50 EMA crossing over the 200 MA. Now, this is a significant cross because this is what a lot of traders look at. Typically, for the moving averages, they'll use 50 MA, 100 MA, and 200 MA. And a golden cross is considered when the 50 MA crosses over the 200 MA. So we've got this right here just now. If we zoom out, what's the significance? Why do people bother about this? So we're going to zoom out and I'm going to show you why. So the previous golden cross, so crossed over at 4,400 and went all the way up to 13,000. We're nearly the 14,000 previously. So that was the previous jump. So went up over 200% for that cross. The previous cross to that was back in 2014. And that crossed up and went over 6,000%. So this is a golden cross. It's only happened a few times in the history of kind of Bitcoin price. And we can see that quite clearly here. Golden Cross 2015, Golden Cross 2019, and we've got another another golden cross here. Okay, with the Bitcoin price though, what we're in at the moment, if we look at the micro kind of level or come down to the micro level, we're still in this ascending channel. I said yesterday, okay, Bitcoin price might come down, but it needs to get back into that channel. It tried to do it yesterday. It's trying to do it today to get back inside that channel for this structure to stay the same. So we want the structure to stay the same, and potentially if we do get back inside this channel, which is around about 9,800, we should potentially see, with the golden cross as well, potentially see a push up to 11,500. However, with the golden cross as well, if we come down, if the Bitcoin price comes down to around about 8,800, we're still in golden cross territory, we're still in bullish territory. So that golden cross will still be in play. If over the next couple of days, if it goes up in the next couple of days, that cross is going to cross over, obviously. The 50 MA is going to cross over the 200 MA, and if it comes back down, it can go up to the 200 or come down to the 200 MA, which is around the 8,900 area, and would still have a bullish scenario. So it looks really bullish for Bitcoin just now, with Ethereum as well. So we've crossed over, and we've got a golden cross that's just happened over the last couple of days with Ethereum. Ethereum now at $267. Still above this kind of previous resistance line, which is now acting as support, which was coming out of that symmetrical triangle here. We'll probably get rid of that in the next couple of days because we're entering a new kind of structure. So this golden cross for Ethereum, extremely bullish as well. And that hasn't happened since April 2019, same time frame as Bitcoin, obviously corresponding prices. But the last time it crossed over in April, we went up around about 160% for Ethereum price. And the previous time to that, we have to go all the way back to February 2017, 3 years ago. And the price went up from $10 and went up 12,000% to $1,400. So there's only been a few crossovers of Ethereum as well. So this is extremely bullish for Ethereum and for Bitcoin as well. Okay, let's look at some news. This is some news about some price predictions. Legendary BitMEX trader eyes 200% rally in Bitcoin. Can it happen? So if you've been on crypto Twitter at all, ever, you likely know of Angelo BTC. So I would imagine you know Angelo BTC, a legendary Bitcoin trader and market commentator. He's come out with a tweet saying, "My minimum take profits as we approach 2021, Bitcoin 30,000. So he's saying, really saying, by the end of 2020, Bitcoin's going to be 30,000. Ethereum $500, Tezos $10, and XRP $1, which is 3 times what it was. Bitcoin 3 times, Ethereum twice, 2x from here, and Tezos 3x from here as well, roughly. So if you know Angelo BTC, he only posts, I don't know, every couple of months or something. So this was 7 hours ago. Last time he posted was February the 1st. Time before that was October the 15th. So he doesn't post that often. August 28th, 2019. Doesn't post that often, and a lot of people pay attention to him because he does so well on BitMEX with regards to Bitcoin. So last time in October 2015, he said patient waiting for 6k and Bitcoin levels where I will add to long-term holdings. This is really interesting for me. Sandbox game from Ethereum sells $206,000 worth of land. So a large part of the economy will always remain dependent on gamers. Whether it was parents throwing down $200 for a Nintendo Entertainment System back in the 80s, or millions enticed by freemium models, people around the world are drawn in by addictively fun games. And I showed you one of these yesterday for Chromia. And Chromia got one out called Mines of Dalarna, and I think that's going to be addictive as well, and you're going to be able to get cryptocurrency back on that. But blockchain-based games like the Sandbox are fulfilling these needs for a new generation of users, and Ethereum has been quick to capitalize on its success. The first pre-sale of TSB was in December 2019, which sold more than 3,000 pieces of land and virtual spaces in the game in 4 hours. Sandbox announced a second pre-sale on February 16th, sold 6,192 pieces, bringing in 800 Ethereum or approximately $206,000. So we can see this here, Sebastian. Round 2, 5% of our total Mapland supply of Sandbox game metaverse is sold out. A big thank you to everyone for your support. Let's build together an amazing blockchain virtual world. This is happening more and more. Gaming is going to be huge. I've been saying this for ages. Gaming is going to be huge, and things like this as well just really kind of excite me about this kind of space. We've also got as well massive cryptocurrency treasure hunt set to kick off in blockchain-based virtual world. Now, it says here the cryptosphere is gearing up for the launch of Decentraland, the first ever blockchain-based virtual world, promising a massive crypto treasure hunt. Gamers who create an avatar will be able to enter the metaverse on Thursday, February the 20th, and join a 4-day event where participants can explore Genesis City, a virtual world, and collect unique non-fungible tokens. We've been speaking about that over the last couple of days and how big that's going to be from a host of crypto partners. So for 4 days, the public will scour Genesis City for NFTs, tokens, and loot redeemable for real-world products. I think this is really exciting. In the run-up to the big treasure hunt, the platform already boasts over 91,000 plots of land traded among 24,000 users and has solicited an estimated 20,000 creative submissions. The public launch will reportedly put $100,000 in prizes up for grabs. And another gaming news story, Enjin platform now live on Ethereum Mainnet. So this is a news from Enjin coin, which has also gone up 20% today. Today, we're thrilled to announce that a key element of this ecosystem, the Enjin platform, is now live on Ethereum Mainnet. So this is a blog post from Enjin coin, and it's saying it's now live on Ethereum Mainnet, and it's kind of telling you all about it as well. This has been a project that's been exciting people for a number of months now. More than that, to be honest, it's now coming to fruition. I think this is going to be huge as well. Enjin coin is one of the big gaming platforms out there, and I think if you look at the gaming platform in general, so this is kind of some cryptocurrency gaming projects. So we've got Enjin coin up there, Decentraland, we've got Wax, Funfair, Loom Network, Wink. Some of these are gambling platforms. They're still gaming, but not in the kind of traditional. I'm talking about like Gods Unchained, kind of Minds of Darlania as well, just looking at games like that. I've got Ultra there as well. Play Chips are gaming, not gaming, but Chromia we've got as well. That's in that space, which have done the 10-minute token. Abyss, we've spoken about Abyss before as well. Origin Sport, we used to kind of trade that as well. Just looking down here, what could be good? We've got Player token there, 1.85 million there. I like the look of that. Spoke about that before as well. So we're looking for ones that have got our gaming platforms and game projects. I would definitely look at these to put them in your portfolio as well for your low cap gems in there. So Enjin, big news for Enjin, big news for Decentraland as well. I think this the gaming platform is going to get a lot more attention over 2020. Okay, a defense of this support could send Ethereum on a massive 200% rally. So now analysts are noting that there's one critical support that bulls need to defend, and that strong bounce of this level could catalyse an unprecedented parabolic rally that leads the crypto to surge up to $700. So this is from Bitcoin Jack. If you look at Bitcoin Jack here, he said ETH versus USD outlook for the next 6 months. A pullback to $166 to $186 would not surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me either, to be honest. I think that would be a good pullback and a healthy pullback. $211 is a key support in between. Mid towards the end of March should give some support. If that support acts faithful, price could start clearing upwards to $700 or higher by June or July. Okay, Bahamas digital sand dollar expanded to all islands in Q2 2020. So the governor of the Central Bank of Bahamas says the digital sand dollar pilot project will be expanded to all the country's islands beginning in Q2 2020. So Rowley stressed a new currency is a digital equivalent of the existing Bahamian dollar rather than a tool for speculation. So we're looking at digital representation of a currency. It's not a different currency, it's the same currency. In law, it will never be different. It can't differ in value in any way, or the other SOSAND dollars can never be priced differently from Bahamian dollars. So it's just to replace paper money basically, but I think more and more countries are going to be looking at this as well. This is still interesting to me as well, and something I think we should all kind of set up and take notice of, because I think there's going to be a lot of countries, and particularly governments, going to be looking at this as a way to look at the shortfall for pensions, which is going to be coming up very, very soon. There's going to be I think there's going to be an economic crash because of this as well. This is just one of the reasons. So, New York businessman, billionaire and presidential hopeful Mike Bloomberg has unveiled his plan for the Social Security Administration. While not providing details, the plan calls for putting the forced retirement savings program on sound long-term footing. This could send Bitcoin's price upwards, and they're making a case for the price going up here. So essentially what it's saying is to hedge against the shortfall for the kind of pensions that's going to be coming up, and social security, people retiring early and things like that as well. How the government going to get this money? Where's the money going to come from? Now, we're not just talking about America, we're talking about Australia, we're talking about Canada, New Zealand, we're talking about South Africa, Britain, Europe, all over. There's going to be a shortfall in the pension funds all over the world, and it's going to be a bit of a nightmare for a lot of people, particularly the governments. How could they sort this out? They could potentially start buying Bitcoin just now. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 Bitcoins. I'm talking about large chunks of Bitcoin. I'm talking about spending $1 billion, $10 billion or whatever in Bitcoin. $10 billion would get you 1 million Bitcoin at the moment. So if they spend $10 billion, imagine that. So you're taking 1 million out of the circulating supply, but imagine if more and more countries were to do that. And I think this is what's going to happen. I think governments are going to start to look at Bitcoin as a hedge. I don't think they're going to like the idea at first, and I think there's going to be a lot of resistance towards it. But I do think that's what's going to start to happen. That's going to send the price of Bitcoin shooting up. Imagine it goes from $10,000 to $100,000 to $200,000. And if a government's already putting $10 billion and it goes to $200,000, then you've just 20 extra money from 10 billion to $200 billion. Obviously, you couldn't sell it all the right time because it would crash, but it would be extremely difficult to buy as well. You'd have to do it in OTC. But I think more and more countries are going to be starting to look at this. They're going to have to do something in order to catch that shortfall and look at the rest of the economic situation around the world as well. Bitcoin seems an ideal kind of scenario here for all involved, especially for us holding Bitcoin, obviously. It's well within my interest to kind of say that or think that as well. However, I think it does warrant the governments around the world to look at doing something like this, because of the supply and demand of Bitcoin. There's only ever going to be 21 million. So the first country who starts buying just now is probably going to be one of the richest countries, to be honest, in the world if they start doing this just now. I think they should seriously look at that. That's just a thought to kind of end this on as well. Okay, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you do like these videos, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and on your way out, leave a like or hit that like button as well. And leave a comment down below if you've got any comments at all about this video. Just let me know. I always answer to every single comment as well. So always happy to get your feedback. Okay, until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.